Heading into the games, they're not far away. There is beef. There is personal beef throughout a whole bunch of members of our league that is just starting to bubble to the surface, the most of which Adelaide and Kendric Davis, and it's taken yet another turn this week.
I don't like how I was treated in Adelaide. It's no secret. Like, I felt like I was treated bad, and when they wanted to treat me good, it was because of the mark I made. So, yeah, I got extra spice for that. I hate some things that went on in Adelaide, and DJ hates some things went on in Sydney.
It's one thing I will say, the same way he's talking all that noise, there's a lot of stuff behind these doors, KD, that hasn't been put out there, brother. So just watch your tone, bro. That's all it is. We the ones that was with you in them locker rooms, bro, we know. But we ain't gonna bash you and shit like that. We could, but you feel me? Be a grown man, bro. It's over and done with. You made your decision, you left, you went to Sydney. Be happy you going to Sydney, bro. Stop being like a bitter ex and keep, oh, they did me wrong. Nobody did KD wrong. And I'm here to first tell you that. Nobody did KD wrong. He did himself wrong.
Now, when we aired that footage last week of KD saying he wasn't happy with Adelaide, my phone started blowing up with people from Adelaide saying, he's the issue. This is all on him. Where do we sit right now?
Who are you talking to, man?
To you guys.
Oh,
okay. Yeah, sorry. I thought we were done with the glasses jokes. My mistake.
No. Hey, look, beef. I straight away think of Biggie Smalls. What's beef? Beef is when you ain't safe in the streets. No, I'm not going to rap today. But look, Kendric is a young dude, man, and like he should be keeping these type of things behind closed doors. He hasn't. And look, if he might be one of those kind of guys that needs to have a chip on his shoulder, to have something to kind of get himself up for, to make it extra, to get himself going. Okay, but I don't think he should have went public with it. And I'm glad that Trez came out and said what he said, because you can't misrepresent what actually happened in the locker room. So Trez is there to defend the locker room, to defend what those guys all know. But like he said, he's too professional to air the dirty laundry, Pete.
Well, it's not the first time that we've heard about it from KD, right? When we caught up with him after he made the move to Sydney, he spoke about he didn't like how things went down. The bottom line for me is we have some great personalities in this league. They're two of the best talents we have in the league, individually for sure, in Trez and KD. But I love that we're getting this kind of stuff, because it's easier right now. We saw all the media last year and everything that came out, where if everyone was just like, yep, things happen, like, we'll move on, and people were trying to find out what it is, and we never really know, it's only going to build up. We're going to watch that game anyway, but geez, it's going to make it a whole lot of fun to watch. And we don't want to silence the personalities we have in this league. No. I understand to a degree. Now it's probably like you're going to have to focus on basketball. Kendrick's going to focus on basketball. Trez, but that's who Trez is. He's outspoken, and we love him for that.
Trez is fine. From where we're sitting, like, of course, you know, we like to talk, like to spice up a little bit, but the game don't need any more spice, right? But if you Sydney Kings, if you Brian Gorgon, you looking over there at Kendrick like, will you shut up, man? Just worry about gelling with the backcourt that we have. Just worry about making yourself a NBA-type ready dude. They don't need any extra distractions.
Well, there was an article that came out as well that claimed that Kendric Davis was now on a media ban, which, from what I've heard, was not true. They denied one interview. They are not muzzling Kendric Davis as much as they'd like him to probably just relax a bit. Or they're not muzzling. They're going to allow him to keep talking and being who he is, and I think that's the best way to approach it with Kendric Davis. Pete, I want to ask you a quick question, because you got your ear to the ground more than anyone else. Do you believe that what we're hearing from the Adelaide camp is that Kendrick was the problem? Or do you believe that it's just a little bit of, everyone's at fault here?
No, I think everybody is at fault. I think you go through, if you actually had people and do a timeline of events of everything that we don't get to see what happened behind closed doors. Let's be clear, we've all played the game. There's a lot of things that go on behind closed doors that never get out. And we saw some things get out in Adelaide. There would have been points in time when KD had his issues for sure. There would have been points in time where Trez could have done things differently. A whole down the roster. I mean, we go down last year, Isaac Humphries had that on radio. He would want his time back again there if he could. There's plenty of things where you'd want to take back if you had the chance. I think there's understanding what we're seeing here is that, yep, KD, there's things that shouldn't have happened the way they did. Trez the same, and now they're all trying to move on. But I do like your point about being in Sydney. You're right, not a media ban, but hey, we want KD to now focus on hoops. KD wants to get to the NBA, and this is part of moving to Sydney, where maybe if he was in a different club, they let him have a response back. But it's like, hey, this has gone on far enough now. That game's going to be circled for everybody's calendar in Australia anyway. Let's focus on hoops. So I commend Sydney for doing that, because we got what we wanted out of it. Two guys who are going to be fierce rivals now. It's going to be fun.